As artists, before the paintbrush ever touches the canvas, we already see the final image in our minds. As artists, we already know what the final outcome is going to be. We already know what message we want our work to convey. We know the colors it's going to take. We have the vision, the paintbrushes. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, and when we finally created our masterpiece, us as the artists, we're able to step back from this masterpiece and say, I just created this. I just did that. But what if there's something else going on here? What if the true artist is the process in and of itself? And what if the artist is truly the creation? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to St.ClairStudios. Here at St.ClairStudios, I am documenting my journey as an artist, both the ups and the downs. This channel is centered around discipline, consistency, creativity, and the process of creating something that is meaningful over time. Here on this channel, you can find reels of my paintings, and you can also find prints and originals of those very same paintings inside my Etsy shop. A link to that Etsy shop can be found inside my bio. At the end of the day, the ultimate goal of this channel is to inspire other artists to remain disciplined, to remain consistent, and to stick to the process of their art journey for the long haul. Now, with that being said, I'd like to take us on a journey into a room we'll call the masterpiece. So here I am in this room. This room is dimly lit. The smell of paint fills the air, and this room almost feels like a cubicle. In this room, I'm surrounded by canvases. Some of these canvases are blank, and other canvases are filled with this an attempt to create a masterpiece that's been on my mind for the longest. There are no distractions. There's no noise. There's no music. There's no external stimuli in this room. It's just me, my thoughts, a sketch pad, and complete sheer indecision of how exactly I'm going to complete this masterpiece that's been on my mind for the longest. Then a light begins flickering in the corner of the room. Faint, unsteady, and yet impossible for me to ignore. Something about this light keeps calling me deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So I grab my sketch pad, I get up, and I begin to walk towards this flickering light. As I move closer and closer to this flickering light, I'm led to a hallway, narrow, winding, and very uneasy. Unlike the comfortable room that I was just in, this narrow path seems very, very, very uncomfortable. There's hesitation. Part of me wants to turn back to the room of comfort that I just came from, but the deeper call gets louder and louder and louder. Keep on walking, keep on walking, keep on walking. So I walk. And that's when I notice the walls. That's when I notice the images. On the walls in this hallway were sketches of unfinished work. The very same work, the very same masterpiece that I've been trying to sketch for the longest. With every step forward, new ideas begin flooding my mind. Ideas that never would have found me had I stayed in that room. So I sketched and I sketched and I sketched and I sketched until my thoughts started moving faster than I can draw them. Then I looked back and I realized that that room of comfort that I once sat in was gone. At this point, there was no turning back. The deeper I walked, the more I can feel it. A pull, a hunger, and then I saw the door. And suddenly, fear set in. Part of me wanted to open the door and another part of me wanted to run. But I couldn't ignore the feeling of something deep inside pulling me forward. So I reached for the door. I turned the knob and slowly and carefully I stepped inside and found myself standing before my own reflection. So, what if the true artist is the process of the creation? And what if the artist is truly the creation? What if we, as the artist, is the masterpiece that is slowly and slowly being created through the process of creating? What if us as artists who think that we're the ones putting that canvas together? What if us as artists who think we're the ones that's really doing the work? What if the process is creating us into a masterpiece? Sometimes it can be a scary process. But the more we as artists go down this hallway, this dark, winding hallway, the more we push forward and break through those comfortable moments, the more we push forward, eventually we'll be able to look ourselves in the mirror and realize that the masterpiece that we spent hours and hours and hours working on is ourselves. Peace and love.